Hello everyone, my name is Reina. Welcome to my channel. I will be doing a general reading for everyone who is from the sign of Capricorn, and this readings are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. So take whatever does and let go of what doesn't. The cards have been already shuffled, the intention have been set, and they're pretty much ready to go. I would like to start this reading with a small prayer. So if you wish to join me, you may do so, and please repeat after me. Dear God, please give us strength when we're weak, love when we feel forsaken, courage when we are afraid, wisdom when we feel foolish, comfort when we feel alone, hope when we feel rejected, guidance when we feel lost, and peace when we are in turmoil. Amen. In the name of God, we will get started. I will start for those who are new to my channel. I like to open my readings with 2 oracle cards and an angel card. And I call those my openers. They give me a little bit of, in a lot of cases it's an additional message, or a lot of times it just intertwines with the tarot message itself. So that's the energy that I like to vibrate in. And this card right here, they call them synchronicity numbers. The spiritual world communicates with us in many ways, but one of the ways that they communicate is through numbers. A lot of times, some of the numbers are called master numbers, and I will go over that a little bit more when we get there, because I am directed at starting with this one. For a lot of you, someone from an earth element may have some relevance for you, or that person has earth in their chart. In the minor arcana, this oracle card could be considered the Prince of Earth, and on the major arcana, and this will be considered the Hermit, which is that will be for the traditional tarot. But the characteristics or the message of this is someone that it's analytical, hardworking, very intelligent, reserved, helpful. Sometimes it could be critical. He could nitpick sometimes. We all have good and not so positive within ourselves. But overall, it's someone that is very conscious. The conscious is very aware. Is very aware, and is someone that is very responsible. So no one is 100% light, and no one is 100% darkness. We all have a little bit of both. But it's someone with these characteristics that will play a role, or will be someone that it's going to play a role for a lot of you in your life during this month, okay? And for a lot of you, it could even be your own energy. And so, I mean, it is your own element, Earth. And this card is from an oracle, and I call it an angel card. It talks about destiny. And it talks about divine intervention, and at times it talks about whatever it's basically the message goes as follows. Whatever is happening right now, it was all orchestrated before you were born, and it all happened for a reason, and it will benefit your growth. Remain positive. So this, like I said, this could be your own energy, and what I'm getting for a lot of you, that the energy of the Hermit it's the energy that invites us to kind of meditate and to acquire introspection, to higher wisdom, and basically what that would do, it will allow for us to grow and surrender whatever we need to surrender, and at the end of the day, it will allow you to release control and just kind of let go and let God, as I say. So that is going to be an important message for a lot of you. for a lot of you, number 17 may have some relevance. Like maybe someone you love was born on the 17, or maybe they were born on the first day. Someone in your world and your environment was born on, the first day of the year. I mean, the first month of the year, and on the 7th. I mean, this is going to mean different things for different people. But you could even get an additional message by going to Google and type Angel 17, and you could get an additional message there. Whatever you're guided to, whichever message pops up and you're drawn to, that's going to be the message for you. This is the card that its main message is, I am independent. So it's inviting you to be more independent if you haven't been, but I will tell you what the overall message is. It says the quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. What I'm getting for a lot of you, this is just a reminder. Please forgive me, my little four-legged son. It's whining over there, and I apologize for that. Basically, what this message is, if you haven't recognized this as a trait that you have this ability to deliver, and you don't need a football team by your side. You could do this. You could do a great job by yourself. A lot of people work best in a team, but you don't have an issue taking lead and doing a great job by yourself. I mean, and it's a beautiful trait. I mean, my best definition of that will be like a go-getter, someone that is gonna go after it, and it's very independent and very focused and has a lot of ambition, and it's gonna go for it, and it's very efficient. So it's your angels. If there's something that you're working on right now, they're basically telling you that it's being destined for you, and that just apply this naturally giving. This is a natural gift of yours to apply it to. If you're not already applying it, to apply it to your life, and because a lot of times we forget who we are, or life gets on the way, but it's important to be reminded that, hey, whatever it is destined to happen, and you got this. And for a lot of you, someone from your own element may be influential on this path, and for a lot of you, they're inviting you to, go into the hermit and remind yourself that you have these qualities and that you got this, that this is a natural God-given gift to you to have these characteristics, to be, someone that it's very independent, very ambitious and reliable, that you are very skilled at, being organized, and you do a great job, better than most, alone. So you don't need, if you're stuck thinking that you need people to back you up, the universe is saying you got this, and you don't necessarily need a lot of people behind you. So that's what I have for you on terms of my openers. And for those who have subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. That means a lot to me. And for those who are new, I like to do I call it a cultic cross spread, and it focuses on the recent, past, present, and future. So it's past, present, and future. And now, for those who are new, I'm going to pretty much walk over the layout. This card represents your recent past, and that is important because sometimes your recent past connects. Sometimes, it's the cost of effect. Sometimes the past affects your present and affects your future. So that's how it gets connected in most of the times. This is the crossing energy. This is the energy that you don't see it coming because it's crossing you. And in a lot of cases, depending on the card, it could be an energy that is going to help you, or it's going to best for you to avoid it. And I mean, at any rate, you have free will. You decide what you're going to do with it, but it's an energy that you don't see it coming, that is going to impact or be part of the energy flowing during the month of September. Because this reading, if I didn't mention it, is for the month of September. And this is your conscious mind. This is something that you're very much aware of. So whether it's a situation, whatever once we uncover the card, we'll find out what that is. And this is the opposite of the conscious. That's the subconscious, and that's connected with the universe. That's connected with God, whatever resonates with you. And that's important because that will give you a message that will help you navigate. In a lot of cases, it could be advice, or it could be something that, a lot of times, it could be a manifestation coming for you. You could have prayed for something, and it's the universe kind of answering or giving you an advice, or it's because or things that you never think. You know, the subconscious are things that we don't think about, or it could be an event that is coming down the pipe for you, but it's nonetheless connected with the universe, with source. This is an energy this is the energy that is going to predominate for the month. And this card right here represents your environment. Your environment could be your physical home, you know, the actual home where you live, or your physical body. That's also our temple. That's our home. It could be your work or your circle of friends. You decide what that environment means to you. And this card right here represents your hopes or fears. Depending on the card, it's gonna determine whether it's hopes or fears, right? And this is the short-term outcome. That means what's most likely the energy that is going to be moving towards you. This card it's the overall outcome, or it could be a recommendation or a message from the universe too, or something that it's meant to help you at the end of the day. And here we have a hangman. That's the Pisces energy. So a lot of you may have, they're calling you to kind of like, in a way, it does the same energy, it represents the same energy of the Hermit. Is calling you to meditate, and a lot of times it's the energy to stay still. But I would like to leave it towards the end and see how it connects with the rest of the energies. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open all the cards. I love the energy that is crossing you is the Hierophant. It's the God card, and the Senate card is Judgment. And the energy that is in your conscious mind is the Moon. Okay. And the energy that it's going to, be very influential for you during the month is days of Wands. What's in your environment is the Ten of Swords. And the energy and your hopes, and as can be fears because of the card, is it's gonna depend for each person, but I'm not really feeling that it's a fear. It's the King of Pentacles, and the energy that is coming at you is the Ace of Swords, and the it could be either or, but their overall recommendation is strength. And we are starting on the recent past with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about, for a lot of you, it's even going to mean marriage. But it's something like in the recent past you were in a place where you were celebrating. It's kind of like getting a rite of passage, and you were feeling successful and feeling established. And for a lot of you, you maybe had completed a project that you were working on that brought you that sense of celebration energy, you know. But this is also the card that says, you know, rest before the next step, right? But this is the card that talks about a strong foundation and community. So this is actually a beautiful card for like couples or marriage or a strong foundation, or like I would say like a home, really. So, but it's a card that suggests harmony and celebration and goodness. So it's beautiful to open with that card. I only see one card that raises an eyebrow, and that's the Ten of Swords on your in your home. I mean, in your environment, I should say. So that could be an illness, someone in your household, or that could be, and it doesn't have to be. It could be. I mean, the Ten of Swords is not an energy that I can't tiptoe around it, and I don't know why I'm pointed at something that it's not positive when I have so many positives over here. So I am going to go against it and go over here with the Judgment card. Is the card with the major from the Major Arcana, and that's the center energy. For a lot of you, I mean, the Judgment card represents renewal, liberation, rebirth, and being judged for your past actions. In a lot of cases, for a lot of you, it's going to mean different things. I mean, how have your past actions been? And if your past actions have been good, then we're good, right? I mean, it's kind of like you kind of reap what you sow. That's the word I'm getting, okay? But in given that the God, the Hierophant, which is the God card, is crossing it in the position where what it is. This is actually a good. I'm getting the vibe of a positive energy for a lot of and this card also represents, revelating things and a spiritual awakening, like getting the higher spiritual, awareness, for lack of a better term. And for a lot of you, even means healing and kind of like getting a second chance, really, or answering the call, so to speak. And I am called to say answering the call because I have the Hierophant and it's crossing it. That's an energy that you may not see it coming because it's crossing you, and it's also a Major Arcana, and this is a card of spirituality and it's a card of traditional and structure and the spiritual insight. And you may be a very spiritual person, or is the card that is inviting you to kind of tap into that energy because it seems like it's the energy that is going to be crossing you. It's almost like in the position where it's at, I as I close my eyes, I could see like God umbrella, like an umbrella. I'm getting God like an umbrella of God. So you're gonna be on the umbrella of God, spite of the fact that you have that there's a Ten of Swords in the energy for this month, okay? And what is in your conscious mind, and this is something that you actually are aware of, is the energy of the moon. The energy of the moon is an energy that, it could sometimes have a little bit of fear and anxiety, and it's the card of mystery, really. That's a card of mystery, and it's also, you're getting two cards over here that are the cards of Pisces. The moon is the card of Pisces, and the Hangman is the card of Pisces. So something about Pisces, it's Pisces energy. It's going to be moving on this month for you, okay? Because the moon is a Pisces card. The Hangman is a Pisces card. So just a side note there. But this was also the card that talks about, sensitivity and, imagination and dreams and the subconscious. And interesting enough, it seems like your conscious and your subconscious are connected. So you may be a very spiritual person. You may be having a lot of dreams that are significant for a lot of you. Obviously, this is not going to resonate for everyone. This might be for one group. For a lot of you, this is the card that is telling me that you may be fearing the unknown, that you may be, for a lot of you, you may be feeling a little bit of anxiety. You may be in your conscious mind, because of the position where it's at. For a lot of you, it's going to mean that you may be feeling a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of anxiety. And for a few of you, maybe a little bit of deception, but this is something that you're very well aware of. So the problem always comes when we're in denial of anything, when we don't see something that it's really a problem. But because when we see it, through acknowledgement, we could acknowledge it and work on it and release it. A lot of, in my experience, most of the problems that I have had are things when I uh, I basically stand in my own way and I don't allow myself to see, and that's when it becomes a problem. But and what's in your subconscious mind, it's also for a lot of them moving. They move me fast. They were like, okay, enough of that. So, which is good. I use that. It's the temperance. The temperance is a card of balance. So for a lot of you, it's because it's on the subconscious mind. It's this is the card that it's if you're feeling, for a lot of you, if you're feeling out of balance at the subconscious, like if you're like in your mind, you're stuck in your mind, or you're having a little bit of fear of the unknown, or for a lot of you, this is going to mean that balance is going to be restored. It means that you're going to need to control that self-control, like control your mind, control, great control, and don't let fears overtake you. For a lot of you that are spiritual, that means you're in perfect balance with, your intuition, and basically your intuition and your subconscious. They're telling me subconscious and your conscious are in alignment. They're in balance, meaning you're receiving this the hierophant, the God, the energy flow, the spiritual energy is flowing perfectly in perfect alignment. And I'm able to say that because we see that mental clarity over there. So and we're seeing a new cycle for a lot of you. This could just be a new cycle, like a new upgrade. I'm getting a new upgrade, and I'm getting that the Ace of Wands is connected with the Judgment, which is like new cycle, a second chance, like kind of like the same thing, but it's basically coming at you, kind of like that wand from the Ace of Wands that is being given to you by the hand of God, because a Hierophant is also crossing it, and that's the energy that is going to also be predominating here. So all in all, it's good. So a new cycle is going to ignite for you. It's going to start for you. And what's coming at you is, for a lot of you, if you've been having a little bit of mental fog there with the Moon card on the conscious mind, it's telling me that with the subconscious, that what's coming down, what it's going to be manifesting within a month is, mental clarity. It's going to be, for a lot of you, if the Moon card represents, they're even mentioning if in the conscious mind, that thing that you feel that is hidden for you have to do with a project or something something you've been working on, that you don't see something clear, or you feel like there's something hidden and you're not really sure, you're going to get the mental clarity here with the Ace of Swords, okay? You're going to get new ideas and that mental clarity. So for a lot of you, you're going to go from being on the energy of the Moon to, which could be an energy of not seeing good in the darkness, because the Moon, it's could be a little bit of the darkness. It doesn't shine all the way, So, but with the Ace of Swords, it's a card that represents really victory. And if you are going through a spiritual upgrade, this just means that upgrade is going to provide new mental clarity, and through that new mental clarity, you're going to have new ideas, and ideas are going to bring you victory and strength and a breakthrough. And now it doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual. This means for a lot of you that you're going to come out of the energy of the Moon again, and that energy is going to offer you you're going to go from being confused, maybe not seeing things clearly, to seeing completely clearly. And through being able to see things clearly, you're going to be able to move forward with victory and new ideas, and you're going to be able to have the strength and adversity and that you're going to have a true breakthrough. Basically, that's what it means. And because the universe is granting you the balance, you're going to be able to be in alignment, to be able to see, clear yourself from the energy of the Moon. Or for a lot of you, if you are connected with your subconscious, and your conscious is connected to the subconscious, that very much explains the energy of the temperance, because it's a balance between the two, which is beautiful. And let's see the card that let's see what your hopes. For a lot of you, you could be manifesting someone, or this could be your own energy, but I'm getting that it's energy of, you don't hope your own energy, or you could be hoping to get control of your life, and be feel empowered. Or maybe if you've been feeling a little bit off, maybe not grounded, you've been hoping to claim your throne, so to speak, for a lot of you. Or for a lot of you, it's just simply going to mean that you're kind of manifesting someone with these characteristics in your life, someone that is control and discipline, and control and discipline, and is very loyal, career oriented, and it's someone that says money talks and the other rest walks. Okay, in between blanks. And someone that is financial and business, secure, and very wise when it comes to financial, or for a lot of you, it will even mean that because Pentacles is also about health. So for a lot of you, it will mean that you want to have that, you want to climb back in your throne with your health. You want to feel strong. You want to feel like, if you in the recent past didn't feel too good, maybe you are calling on that energy of the King of Pentacles, or you're just kind of, but what the universe wants you to know, that you're very independent, so you really don't need a team. But you could be manifesting the energy of someone in your life with those characteristics, but because you are of an earth element, this could simply mean that you want to embody these energies, because maybe you haven't been feeling in alignment, and the universe is granting you the alignment, the balance, because temperance is all about balance. Okay, now in your home environment, we're gonna try to, if I don't get any downloads, I'm gonna try to get a clarification, because your home could be, as I said, it's gonna be different for everyone. I'm reading for a big group of people, and for some of you it may not apply, but the Ten of Swords is the energy that it's kind of feeling misfortune, and kind of feeling at the lowest point, in defeat and crisis, and a lot of cases even feeling backstab, and feeling like surrender. But you got to pick yourself back up. I mean, it's like hitting rock bottom. That's when I see that card, I think rock bottom. And I hope that not we all, but most average people like myself have felt that energy, and it's not a good one. But the only good thing about that energy, that when you get up stronger, because you get up wiser. You get up with a new lesson. I mean, you get up with, when you hit the ground, you get right back up, and that is a medal that you got under you, because you survived that, and you're gonna stand back up. And because it falls under your home, I would say, for a lot of you, this could be illness, or this could be something that you could be mindful of, like maybe even if this is your physical body, take care of yourself. Be mindful. You don't. I mean, we know our own bodies better than anybody, and better than any doctor can. So just be mindful of, if you notice any feelings that don't any illness or anything that that feels off within your physical body, and get help. Don't let it get to that Ten of Swords energy where you hit rock bottom. Because a lot of times what we do, we just disregard small things, and we think we're gonna get better on our own, and sometimes we do, but sometimes we need help. So for a lot of you, it's gonna mean that. For a lot of you, and I'm getting that right now, that for a lot of you, it means that, because 10 is, it will be like the World card. Each closes a cycle, and that's the download I'm getting. For a lot of you, it's gonna mean the worst times are over, because the number 10 in numerology it's closing a cycle when something ends. So that could be the end of pain in the home environment. You could take it as it resonates for you. But for a lot of you, be mindful or whatever you call environment, because there could be pain involved there. There could be something that could cause you pain. For a lot of you, in your environment, there's going to be a cycle of pain that is going to end, maybe on the recent past, even though I'm showing that you, with the Four of Wands, that you were stable. But I'm showing, and they're also connecting me here with the Strength card, the Ten of Swords and the Strength card. Okay? So that means in which, whatever the Ten of Swords means for you, is something that will require strength. Whether it is to close a cycle, whatever that means for you, close the cycle, end the cycle, some pain will end. So whatever that means in your home, okay, it will require strength. The Strength card is a Leo energy and is a major arcana. So this is basically, it's going to take courage and empowered and patience. And that's another card that talks about patience, because the Temperance is another card of patience. So in the subconscious, patience it's something that is being offered to you, and with the Strength card, patience is offered as well. And this is the card that for a lot of you, and it also means like perseverance and endurance and compassion at the same time. So it's a card that it takes a certain level of strength to be compassionate a lot of times. So just saying, putting it out there. And subdue their inner demons, and a lot of times, control yourselves and try to, the best way that I describe that is patience, because sometimes being patient is, well, for myself, patience is not my trait. So that could be a thing. And, because what I'm getting is because we're closing a cycle, and this card is also about healing. For a lot of you, that means that with the Strength, you're going to heal. And they're connecting me this way through the Hangman. They're connected. They're doing it. It's literally a triangle. I wish I had better equipment so I could focus it better, but it's like a perfect triangle, because the Hangman is on the top, and because I just intuitively put it on top, and because it was at the bottom of my deck, and I have my pointer and I'm pointing out the perfect angle, and it's a triangle. A Hangman, it's connected to the Ten of Swords, and it's connected to the Strength card. And that is a wrap. Basically the Hangman is inviting you to surrender the pain, and it also talks about retreat and like I say, contemplation and new perspectives and suspension of activity, and be selfless. I mean, being selfless is connected with the Strength card, because sometimes you have to be compassionate, and selfless kind of go hand in hand, right? So, and a lot of times it's hard to let go, but the Hangman is a card that invites us to let go and see things through a different point of view. So that sometimes in order for us to do that, we have to go inwards. And in order for us to go inwards, sometimes we have to stop what we're doing and just stay still. And that's a lot of times how we get strength, by going inwards, reconnecting with ourselves. And when we go through a difficult situation of the Ten of Swords, sometimes we have to stop, process it, gather strength, and come up on top, like I said. That's all I have for the tarot for everyone for this month. Now I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Close your eyes and ask yourself a very important question, and I am going to ask Spirits of Love and Light and see what the answer is for you. So whatever is for your highest good, that is going to be the answer, and the answer is sure. So I love that. So assure to whatever it is that you're asking, and clearly that is going to be for your best and highest good. So now we're going to find out if there's a time frame. I know the universe has their own time frame, so see if what is this within the next 3 weeks. And this is divine timing, really. Whenever the universe it thinks it's the right time, it's going to be the right time. So that's not going to obviously apply to every person out there. So um, let's see what this could be from an ancestor or someone from the spiritual world. And I'm not sure if I'm aiming it at the right angle, but this is the card that invites you to embrace the moment. And the message goes as follows: embrace this day, this very moment. Think positive today, and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be the hardest thing you think. This may be harder than you think. Excuse me. What's actually happening is that you are changing your energy. And that goes in perfect alignment with what I was saying for a lot of you with the judgment and the Hierophant crossing each other and the moon. You might be getting an upgrade of energy. So, and through the Hangman here, or through the cycle closing, you are getting, you're changing your energy. You're upgrading. You're going up and up. I love it. That's all I have for you for this month. And my wishes for all of you are that you become the person that you're destined to be, and that you have a blessed month, that you laugh often, that you radiate joy and spread joy and happiness to the world. And overall, my wishes for you are that you are divinely guided in every step of the way, and that you have the inner strength to flow through this month smoothly. Now, with much farther ado, I would love to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Reina, and I am the face behind the voice, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time. Thank you with love and gratitude. Have a blessed month. Namaste.